drive by James.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Do you watch any of these guys growing up, or kind of learn from?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K. DA. Great DA, thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Michael Porter. All out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Clippers, they've got Buddy Hield. Nerlens Noel is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Now here's Green, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Bradley Beal picks one up.
Great decision from Draymond to go up into the D there with his big body. Such an intelligent player.
And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measurement.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking.
Pass to Hield. Pass to Anunoby. 5 to shoot. Porter with a block. Wall against Harden. Bogdanovic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovic. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
Noel dishes to Harden. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Harden against Wall. Over Harden. Wall, no luck.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Green, the pass to Harden. Now Noel. Hield outside. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. Well, Steve, we're just halfway through the season. What stands out to you so far in what you've seen?
Well, I think for me is those teams that are underdogs, they're overachieving. And some of those teams that we had out in front, we start to nitpick what's wrong with those guys. I think the halfway point is for teams both underachieving, overachieving to start to really kick in. And some of those teams do and some don't.
The kick out to Wall. Back to Porter. The Celtics working the ball around now. Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
To the inside. That one, no good. And it's Boston the other way. Inside, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Hield kicks to Harden. From outside the arc. And another miss by Anaheim.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Wall. The kick out to Porter. A 3 from Bogdanovic. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bogdanovic has got 5 points so far.
And Bogdanovic is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
Now here's Harden, and he comes up with the deuce.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Wall against Harden. Porter with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Plumlee.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Harden. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Now here's Beal. From the arc. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. All out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Plumlee, then it's Porter, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 4 slot. Anaheim has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Porter with the steal. Here's Wall. The Clippers grab the miss.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
You know, you can't allow that many second chance opportunities and then get almost none yourself. Rarely that works out for you.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Celtics. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Anaheim team.
And there were a few teams that gave them trouble last year, but this team was one that you wouldn't have expected.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. A shot by Harden, wide open. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
And the pass to Wall. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
We'll take a look at Hield. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Now here's Hield over Bogdanovich. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Hield.
The defense seized up just a little bit there, and it cost him dearly.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And that one is good.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Wall dishes to Plumlee. Wall attacking. And Wall with the slam.
And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
The 3 from Harden. Plumlee with the rebound.
And a funk this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Wall, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Down low, here's Hield. Banked in off the glass. Hield's got 7 points in the game.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Now here's Beal. And in the game with Washington, he did not play well. Here's Porter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Anaheim trails by 8. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Harden finds Green. And Boston with the rebound. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. The kick out to Porter. Takes a three. Goes back up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
The Celtics shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. He hits the second from the line. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the half. And a deep three from Harden. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3. And that'll do it for our half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Green is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then it's Harden. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Floats one. Hield can't hit.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
An accomplished family for Anunoby. His father's a professor. His brother played pro football.
And OG Anunoby, he's put together like a football player himself. A powerfully built player for a wing. Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Fast break Anaheim. Here's Harden. Gets the bucket and the foul. Bradley Beal picks one up.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
That free throw good from Harden. And lately we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts, player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of them?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Now here's Hield. He has 7. Green passes to Harden. Back to Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on John Wall.
And really, credit Green for getting the favorable position down inside, forcing the D's hand there.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Now here's Harden. 13 points in the game. Wall with a block.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Great D that time from Green.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And Green slams it in.
At 6'7", Draymond's always capable of skying up for slams like that one.
Here's Wall. Anaheim grabs the miss. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green inside the three-point line. Green missing again.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
The Celtics have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Healed outside. Green dishes to Harden. From deep. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 16 points for James Harden.
That's Draymond staying alert, recognizing the defense breakdown.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Porter passes to Beal. A floater. And no good. Good D by Heel. Anaheim trails by 5. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Green in the post. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Boston. And here is Beal. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. From deep three-point range, and the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Celtics up. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Now, as we add stops and add...
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Celtics, Bradley Beal is out there with Wall. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And here's Wall. James Harden getting it to go from deep. And Wall kicks to Porter. Pass to Plumlee. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Porter outside, and it's James Harden with the rebound. Anaheim has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Wall passes to Plumlee. Wall against Harden. Beal gets a wide open look. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And the Celtics lead by 3.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Passes it to Green. Harden against Beal. Back to Green. And it's sent back by Plumlee. On the wing, Porter. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Green with the block.
Green really puts forth a ton of effort on the defensive side. Always a shot-blocking threat.
Harden against Wall. Poked away. One-on-one here. And Wall with the slam.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Wall. They need this. Harden dishes to Noel.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're leading by 5. 1:44 left to play here in the 4th. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Mason Plumlee.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Noel finds Harden. It's not going to go for him. A D by Bogdanovich. It's Beal on the wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Anaheim, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and a miss there on the triple. On offense, here are the Celtics. Porter passes to Beal. Rebound by the Clippers.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Hield outside. A 3-ball. And another miss by Anaheim.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And an intentional foul right there. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Timeout called, Anaheim. They're trailing by 7. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
Lee kicks to Markkanen. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.